Patty here. So I just thought I would do a little vlog on update on my weight and just tell you about this really frustrating day I had. So I am now at 62 pounds lost. So I'm pretty excited about that. It did slow down, and I think it's mainly because I traveled a lot, and it's just really hard to do the modified diet I'm on when you're traveling, because when I'm at home, I weigh everything. So I'm only allowed 8 ounces of protein a day, or meat, I should say. And so I weigh everything on a scale. Well, when you're out of town, you have to just guess. So I just guessed at it. So I think I had probably a few more calories than normal. And so it kind of slowed down. I still lost, just not quite as fast as I was. Of course, I knew it was not going to stay that fast. But I met my first really major goal. I think it's probably a funny goal. So my husband is tall and skinny. And when I say skinny, I mean like skinny. He is really thin, and it has bothered me for a long time that he weighs a lot less than me. Even when I had lost 50 pounds, he still weighed less than me. So I finally am lower than him in weight. I know it's kind of a strange goal, but it's just one of those things. When we got married, I was probably 30 pounds less than him. And when I got pregnant, both times when I got pregnant, I gained 20 pounds, and so did he, which is kind of funny. So he's one of those people that will just eat whatever he wants to, and he might gain like 10 pounds, and then he just goes on a diet and it immediately comes off. It's just not me. I just don't have that. So I've also figured out that those protein chips don't really help me. They kind of slow things down for me, so I wouldn't suggest using those. Even though I really liked them, they just kind of slowed things down for me. So I went back to the protein shakes, and then my weight started coming off a little faster again. So I don't know what it is about the protein chips, but they kind of make things slower. So I was going to tell you, in my other business, I sell wreath kits. And I'll sell a whole bunch at a time, like 60 or 70. And so when I have a big sale, my dad helps me pack up all of the kits. And we packed them up the other day. And my dad had a stroke about 5 or 6 years ago, and it was right after I had moved my parents in with us. And we moved them in for my mother because she really has problems walking and things like that. So anyways, right after they moved in, my dad had a massive stroke. So he lost short-term memory, and he lost vision. He was super lucky that he had no physical effects, and it was a very massive stroke. He actually hemorrhaged from his brain and spent about 4 or 5 days in ICU. The whole process between when he went in the hospital and when we got him out of rehab was a little over a month. So it was a pretty major stroke and event. He had a stroke at the center of his the base of his skull, and then he right, left, center. So it was about 4 or 5 areas of his brain, and it was really bad. at one point when he was in ICU, they said, "Can you tell me your name?" And he said ABC, and they said, "Can you tell me your name?" And he said 1, 2, 3. It was really scary. I mean, it was pretty terrifying. But thank God he made through it, and he's done really well. However, he has days, so he has dementia from the stroke, and luckily it doesn't pop up very often. I mean, little things. But if he doesn't get very much sleep, it's really, really bad. Well, unfortunately, on the day that we packed, it was really, really bad that day. So we were putting the boxes out, and we put the boxes out, and then we put things in them kind of one at a time. And he wants to help, and I love the help, and so it was a hard day. He kept forgetting what he was doing in the middle of what he was doing, and I kept having to go back and recount things in the boxes, which is fine, and I do it so he doesn't know I'm doing it, because I don't want him to know that he's really having a horrible day. So it's hard. It's really hard to see your parent like that. It's really hard to become the parent of your parents. I can tell you. That is something you don't really think about when you're younger, right? So it was a really rough day, and it was just, it's so sad, because my dad's always been like this powerhouse. I mean, he's a small man, but he's super smart, and he's super strong, and he knows a little bit about everything, and he's always been awesome help. And so it's really hard to see that, to see him struggling, and the saddest thing is he doesn't even know he's struggling. So I guess that's better, that on those days that things like that happen, that he doesn't know that he's struggling. So anyways, we got through the day, and he took a big nap in the afternoon, and when he woke up, he was a lot better. So one thing I've learned about dementia is that if you're tired, if you haven't gotten much sleep, then it's really bad that day. So we try to encourage him to get lots of sleep, but he's one of those people that if he wakes up at 3 o'clock in the morning, unfortunately, he's going to get up. So, and you can't tell him to go back to bed, because he just isn't going to do it. So we just kind of make it through those days, and then usually the next day he's better. Hey, puppy. So that was my crazy weekend, and I am happy about my weight loss. So I have another about 15 pounds to go, and I can't believe that I am this close to my goal. So I'm pretty excited. Here, baby. I don't really expect to get back down to where I was when I got married, because I was like a size 4. So Sassy came in to visit. But I would take an 8 or a 6. Yeah, because I started out at like a 1X, and I was pushing 2X. I was pretty much at 2X. I just didn't really want to accept it. So I'm pretty happy about that. Well, I hope y'all have a wonderful and blessed day, and I will talk to y'all again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.